So you finally got him, huh?
Finally, there was a week where I think I thought it wasn't going to happen at all.
Yeah. To be honest, I actually thought like maybe at the same time you thought that, I was like, this Thiago thing might not. He might actually go to Barcelona or United, you know.
Oh, no, I mean, a lot of people thought United were in for it. I don't think the United or City links. I didn't think any of that was true, just personally. But but like I said, there was like a week period where it just died off, and I was like, this actually might not happen. Like, so it's good to see that it's getting done, and he's driving in for the medical, and he's at Melwood. It feels good, man.
What if he fails the medical?
No, don't. No, I'll have flashbacks to Fakir. You know what I mean?
He'll pass it because he's been pretty fit recently, you know.
He just has a big surgical history. But aside from that, yeah.
Look, he's had some trouble with injury in the past, but when you really go back and you check recently, he's been good. He hasn't missed a lot of games. Remember, we used to think that he was very, very injury prone, and he missed a ton of games because of injury. He didn't really miss a ton of games, and I was like, oh, shoot, we had the wrong impression.
Yeah, I mean, he's missed a fair amount, and the surgeries are what really gets me, because a lot of players can have injuries and not, have to have surgery. Look at like Jordan Henderson, for instance. Jordan Henderson's injured all the time, but it's not surgical injury. So that's worrisome. And originally, not anymore, but originally I thought would be like a Fakir situation. But okay. I'm just happy. I'm trying to look at the positives here.
But look, after missing out on Kai Havertz, missing out on
I don't care about Kai Havertz.
Werner, you finally got somebody worthy of some kind of hype. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And I think there's a split in the fan base. I think a lot of people thought that we needed that creative midfielder, and I think that we do. Just based on like the last couple months of matches, I think that we can seriously benefit from that. Given our fullbacks, they create. Don't get me wrong, they create and they're good at it. But you do need other options. You can't just have one means of creating. So
that is true.
I think it's great for the squad. And now we're looking at links to Ismaila Sarr for cover for the front three. I think that would be a beautiful cover for the front three if it happens.
That one might actually happen, though.
Yeah, and
I actually see that one happening, to be honest.
I would love that.
Because, and you say it's split, the fan base, right?
Yeah, it's some people were just dead set on like, we need to improve the squad and all this, and then there were other people like me that kind of fell in the middle between like, yeah, I can see what you're saying. We could use another creative midfielder, but we're just coming off the best season we've ever had. You know what I mean? So there's two sides of the coin.
Yeah, but Klopp also thinks that you guys need him.
Right. Klopp's a huge admirer of him. That's
why he was brought in.
Yeah. And the thing is, you got to now, with the squad we have, the players you bring in, have to be able to play first team football. You know what I mean? Of course, unless you're bringing in like a youth academy player, but you're not just going to break into the first team if you're average. You know what I mean?
So do you think he's going to jump right into the first team, like the 11?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was bringing this up on my channel too. I think he's going to play consistently, but I don't think he's going to start every game. He's going to play in the Champions League, no doubt. But my guess is going to be like 30 Premier League appearances. I think that's a good number for him.
So where do you think he's going to be playing, though?
That's the thing. I'm not an Thiago expert just yet, right? When he gets here,
the thing is, he does play a more like defensive role if you check his record at Bayern. So are Liverpool going to be playing two defensive midfielders? Because what's going to happen with Fabinho?
Right. So that's a good point. So with the 4-2-3-1 formation, Fabinho didn't even start against Leeds, and we started in a 4-3-3, right? We had Hendo, Keita, and Wijnaldum. So if we would have Thiago would play that Henderson role, and that would enable Henderson to push a little bit forward. But if we were in the 4-2-3-1, I could see Fabinho and Thiago starting. I could see Thiago and Henderson. I could see Thiago and Keita. The beauty of this transfer is it gives Klopp so many options.
Yeah. That's the main thing, the options, you know?
Yeah.
And Mourinho recently said that that's why he brought players in at Spurs, simply for options. And a lot of people may think, oh, where are you going with that player? For options. And though it goes back to like City and why Pep bringing so many quality players is because he wants options. He wants to say, okay, I want to try this one in this game or this one in that other game. It's simply for options, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think Thiago is a great signing.
He is.
Is one of the best signings of the summer, to be honest.
Well, it's between him and Tsimikas, so he's definitely the best signing.
Let's not even talk about Tsimikas because, you know what I mean? Look, I know the Liverpool fans were hyped about Tsimikas, but if the hype on Tsimikas was a 5, Thiago is a 500.
Oh my! The hype is unreal. It's unreal.
It is definitely. But look, you have a player who just won the Bundesliga title every season he's been at Bayern Munich. And he's won numerous DFB Pokals. And now he won a treble, including Creme de la Creme, the Champions League. Liverpool recently won the Champions League. So you basically have a champion in your team, man. You know, it's not like you're signing someone who doesn't really know how it feels to win things. This man slots in seamlessly, and he could just get with the whole program, with the philosophy, with the system, and possibly hit the ground running. So that's why I said, as a City fan, kind of worried about that because, you know, Liverpool were looking kind of shaky, you know what I mean, the last, let's say, 15 matches, but
15?
Yeah.
Nah, 8 or 9.
Nah, about 15, bro. Ever since the Atletico Madrid game where you lost, there's been quite a bit of losses in between that. You know what I'm saying?
I think we had 3 losses total, and they all came after the restart. If I could, no, never mind. Watford, never mind. I take that back.
Yeah, you lost a few games.
Yeah. But I do want to say though, that is another thing that people underestimate. Yeah, Thiago's world class, but there's something to be said about a player with winning experience and a winning mentality coming into a squad. And not only that, another thing, you know, even though it's a minute detail, he speaks 4 languages. You know what I mean? And like that's important too for communication in the squad and building rapport and morale and all that. Like everything about this transfer is great, I think. Everything.
And if anyone's wondering which languages, English is one of them.
I hope so.
Spanish, Portuguese for sure. He's Brazilian basically, and German. He probably speaks French too. He probably speaks 5 languages.
He definitely speaks a bunch. I know that.
Who knows? You know what I mean? Because
polylingual.
Yeah, these languages, you know, once you speak Spanish, you speak a little French, you speak a little Italian. He's been in Germany, so he definitely speaks German. So it's a big signing, man. You know what I mean? And
it is.
I'm happy for you guys that you actually got him. I'm not happy that he's in your team. I'm just happy that you guys got somebody, you know, for the fans. I'm happy you got somebody, but in terms of how better he makes the team, he makes the team a lot better. A team that's already really good. You see what I mean? And I like that type of signing. People are saying that, 29 is a bit old. Listen, 29 isn't that old. You see what I mean? You're as young as you think you are, old as you think you are. It's up to the work ethic of the players and how hard they're willing to work to, you know, stay fresh and keep their stamina levels up and concentration levels up. And Thiago has just shown us that, look, he's actually 25.
Hey, James Milner is still 20.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you're as young as you want to be, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he signed on a 4-year deal, right?
4-year deal. Yep.
Yeah. You see, which takes him to 33, 34-ish. That's, you know, That sounds just about right. Who knows? He might actually leave before then. He might spend 2 years.
Yeah.
Who knows? Or
I mean, he's going to be there as long as Klopp's there. One thing that I do find concerning is just based on the reports of the Wijnaldum contract extension, saying that we didn't want to give him a 4-year deal. They better give him a 4-year deal now because it's just
Thiago
slap in the face. Right? He wants 4 years. These are the reports. He wants 4 years, but Liverpool are only offering him 3. I'm thinking you're bringing in a player that's the same exact age and you give him a 4-year deal. It's a slap in the face to Wijnaldum. Yep. Give him the 4-year deal.
And even a player that's going to be competing for the same position in the starting 11.
Exactly.
So that means that Wijnaldum is going to get less game time than he got before, which means Wijnaldum probably is in his last days at Liverpool, in my opinion.
I think, there's a good chance. There's a good chance that he just finishes out his contract and he's gone.
I think
there's also a good chance he extends it. So
I think there's a big possibility he leaves before the window closes.
But that's another thing. Like we don't know what's going to happen. Like before it was he's going to Barcelona. Then within the last week or two, we're trying to extend him. You know, and we just don't know anymore.
And knowing from Liverpool's recent business history, they might actually sell a player to recoup this Thiago money.
Yeah, think about it. Harry Wilson and Grujic are the names that are being brought up.
What about Brewster?
We're looking at a loan for Ryan Brewster. If we sell Ryan Brewster, I know most of the fan base will be extremely upset.
But Brewster needs to step his game up, man. He hasn't shown. He went out on loan. He did well at Swansea.
He destroyed at Swansea. 11 goals and 16 appearances.
And I think if he had scored a penalty in the Community Shield, it would have done a lot more in his cause for first team football, for Klopp to say, yeah, I need to keep this youngster in the squad. But after that miss, it might send messages that he's not quite ready.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from with that. I don't think that a missed penalty says anything about your ability to play football. I think a missed penalty at 20 years old is strictly confidence and experience.
Exactly. But you need confidence to play in this Liverpool team right now. Look at what happened with Curtis Jones. That penalty against Arsenal. What did that do to Curtis Jones' career? It catapulted it into another realm. You see what I mean? The goal against Everton.
That goal against Everton. Beautiful.
Exactly. So if stuff like that could help Curtis Jones get minutes, he came off the bench in the opening match of the season. Where was Ryan Brewster? They've been sending Ryan Brewster out on loan time after time. I remember last season, I thought you guys were going to keep Ryan Brewster around, but you didn't.
Well, we kept him around for the first half of the season, sent him out in January.
He was injured, remember?
He did have the ankle injury, yeah.
He got injured, and then you sent him out on loan in January. So it's look, I don't think Brewster is ready yet, man. Matter of fact, you know what? You guys might as well play Brewster. Play him, especially when you meet City. Just play him.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Look, play Brewster in every game. Play him. He's ready. He's mature. He's ready. Play Brewster. You know what I'm saying?
That's a huge 180.
Play Brewster. But you think he's gonna go out on loan, or would he stay? What do you think?
We have Origi. If we bring in Sarr, he's definitely got to go out on loan. He's got to go out on loan. The kid's 20 years old, and he has proven when he goes out on loan that he's productive.
Yeah,
you got to send him out.
I think the Sarr deal would be a big one too. I think that would be big. I think that would be, if you guys manage to get Sarr, possibly maybe like on a loan with an obligation to buy, I think that would be a big transfer, man.
I completely agree. And I've been doing more and more research on the guy. His production is great.
I've known this guy since 2017.
Yeah, it's
when
great.
He was at Mets and Stade Rennais.
Yep.
I've been following this guy's career, and I was happy when he moved to Watford. And it's quite unfortunate that Watford, with their bum asses, got relegated, with their mismanagement and everything, they got relegated. And I'm glad they got relegated. But I'm not happy for some of the players in the team, especially Saw, who came in for the big money, most expensive Watford signing, and then you go down. If you guys get him, it would make your team a lot better. But
I agree.
It's gonna be. Look, we've seen what's been going on with Liverpool in terms of teams getting in behind pretty easily, scoring. You guys still managing, to win the game. You didn't win the Community Shield. I don't know what it is with the Community Shield, but you just can't seem to, win that one recently. And Arsenal got the better of you. Leeds scored 3. So there's some issues there still. And would Thiago help that? Possibly. He does well in the middle, wins a lot of tackles and stuff like that. A lot of through balls as well. So he's box to box. So he adds a lot. He brings another dimensions to Liverpool's game, because a lot of times you guys go down the wings, as you know and you said, but now you have another outlet. And another thing, it's not a Liverpool game, but I saw it involve a Liverpool player when Lallana was Brighton's first game against Chelsea. Brighton was threatening down the middle.
Poor Lallana, bro. I feel so bad for him.
And then Lallana got that injury, and then Brighton had to go down the wings, and then they were less effective. They did manage to score and threaten, but I think if they had Lallana through the middle along with the attack on the wings, it would have been more devastating, and I think they would have got something against Chelsea in that game.
Even in the time Lallana was playing, he created more chances than anyone on the field.
Yep, he was good. He was definitely good. And he's a Liverpool player. And, now Thiago comes in. You guys have the wings, and now you have through the middle. So it's going to be a force to be reckoned with, man. And it's a good signing. He's probably passed the medical already. And what number would he be wearing? 6?
6.
Number 6. You see,
number 6.
He'll be playing a number 6 position. And signed a 4-year contract. I'm hearing it's 30 million total, something plus add-ons, or 30 million.
I don't have, everywhere I've looked, it's been a different price. So I've seen 20 million down with 6 million in add-ons. I've seen 26 million down up to 30 with add-ons. So we don't know anything.
Yeah, it's a lot of things just going around. What I mean?
I do have one thing to say, though. Michael Edwards is a god. This man is a god. Yeah. And by the way, that 20 or 30 million is paid over 4 years.
For real.
I believe that is remarkable.
If that's the deal, that'll be a great deal.
God.
That'll be a great deal.
Yeah.
Or maybe, who knows? We don't even know. We don't know yet. We don't know. Maybe, as you said, it could be 20 down. They could want their money up front.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It could be and that's what I'm not positive of. But we'll get the details soon.
But look, 20 mil over 4 years, it's still 20 mil. It's still 20. You know what I mean? You get your money eventually, basically.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to chop it up with you. Chat a little about Thiago Alcantara. You guys have finally got him. And as I said in the beginning, after missing out on Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, because I know those sting. You know what I'm saying?
Timo Werner stung. Kai Havertz wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah, but after watching them play for Chelsea, you'd probably be like, damn, they could have been a Liverpool right now.
I'll tell you what, we'll make that decision after Saturday.
So you have Thiago. Now the next player on your radar is Ismail Assar. Any more players you link to right about now?
The only other players that I've seen are, and I'm not even, these aren't particular players, but cover for the center back spot.
Yeah. Because Lovren did leave, so you need somebody to come in.
Nate Phillips is a decent option, but dude, I've only seen him play in the Carabao Cup.
Please use Nate Phillips.
If it was up to you, our starting lineup would be Ryan Brewster, Nate Phillips, Karius, and some other players.
Karius too. Use him. Use him. And Adrian, please use them.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I think there'll be more transfer business for Liverpool in terms of outgoings, definitely. Incoming, you guys might get 2 more players. You guys might get 2 more players because I think I think Klopp would want to compete in the Champions League this season.
I just want to give a quick shout out to the FSG Out Brigade. And
Out.
if we end up just dropping stacks on these players and bringing them all in before the end of the window, they're just going to be quiet.
Yeah. But Carl, it's been real, man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me on.
Definitely, we've been cool for some time and, watching your channel grow and everything. Congrats on the growth, the recent growth, and wish you more success in the future. Maybe not Liverpool,
but the channel for sure.
Yeah, but your channel.
Yeah, you as well, man. You as well.
Definitely, man. So we'll talk soon, man. All the best to Thiago.
Thanks, man. Take care.
Yeah.